of you are going to serve me and you are going to go through more hell, but you are going to understand you are right where I need you to be. Yes. Some of you get saved and go through worse stuff than you when you were in the world, but you have more peace. Yes. You are not going to understand it all. But listen, when your life is not your own, it doesn't matter. Yes. I'm at the point now, I say, God, when I get up to preach, set me on fire and allow me to burn so people can see you. Let people see this shy young man who had a stutter, who didn't like confrontation, who didn't like to talk or do anything. Now all I do is open my mouth for you. All I do is witness for you. My life is not my own. When I go through a bad situation, God, use it for your glory. When I go through a good situation, God, use it for your glory. God, take me through everything you want me to go through so that I can point other people to you. That's my purpose. 2 Corinthians 5:17. Therefore, if anyone is in Christ, he is a new creation. The old has passed away. Behold, the new has come. Ephesians 2:10. For we are his workmanship, created in Christ Jesus for good works, which God prepared beforehand that we should walk in them. 1 Peter 2:9, but you are a chosen race, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a people for his own possession, that you may proclaim the excellencies of him who called you out of darkness into marvelous light. 1 Peter shows me my God called me out of darkness into light. That's my purpose. Romans 8:1, there is therefore now no condemnation for those who are in Christ Jesus. When you are in Jesus, you don't got to be ashamed. There's no condemnation. You don't have to feel bad. Let me be honest. I don't know how many times I sinned when I came to God and ran back to him. I believe I probably sinned more when I came to God than when I was in the world. But you know what I had? I had enough sense to run back to him, not run away. I had enough sense to say, you know what? I'm not going to stay in this sin. I'm going to keep running to you until I can conquer and master this sin. John 1:12. But to all who did receive him, who believed in his name, he gave the right to become children of God. We have that right. 2 Corinthians 5:21. For our sake, he made him to be sin who knew no sin, so that in him we might become the righteousness of God. God allowed his own son, who was sinless, to become sin for us, to take our sin. How many of you would take your son and allow him to die in the place of the whole world? That's what God did for us. So how can you not serve a God like that? How can you go to church and go through the motions, but not really live for a God like that? Not understand, because sometimes our finite mind can't understand it. That a God would love us so much, he would send his son